Inside of this video, we're going to be talking about the high percentage putt, how to identify it, and how it actually changes from player to player. Some quick background. Here is San Antonio TPC hole 13. We've given you 3 representations of green maps. This is what is most commonly seen. We have our far right side, which is our topographical map. Once again, shows contour lines. Is the contour lines with actual flow arrows, show you the flow of the green. And then the far left are our percentages that show you the slope value of the putting green. I've added a hole. You can see the 3 dots represented on each green. The hole is large inside. I just wanted to make sure it was easily definable. As you can see, I just added straight lines for the straight putts on all 3 different maps. Once again, these are your 0 lines. These are relatively straight putts. You can see a fallacy has been removed from putting, assuming that the straight putts line up across from each other. As you can see, the straight putts here are really running an acute or obtuse angle, however you want to look at it. So anything that is putted on the right side of this straight line is a right to left putt. So all these are right to lefts, and anything on the other side, of course, would be a left to right putt. So when you're defining your high percentage putt, if you think of higher end, what causes break on a green is distance, slope, and angle. So the closer I can get to the hole and closer to the straight line, thus reducing my angle, allows less break. And a less breaking putt is one factor you don't have to account for. So in our belief is you actually have a high percentage of putts going in. That way you don't have to actually time the decay of the ball breaking across the slope. If I keep my ball close to the center line over here at the percent marker, you can see that the ball is going to break very little because the angle is very little. But as this angle grows and I start coming across the percents, that slope percentage changes, which adds break. So here at the 2% line, we're getting a moderate break. And if we're coming down across this slope right here, we're looking at severe break. And to give you a better understanding, and just don't have to take my word for it, let's jump over to the Aimpoint 3D simulator and we'll run these. Alright, I've already logged into the Aimpoint simulator. I've placed the pin and the ball position, and I can zoom in here. So this is roughly a 15-foot putt. We'll tell it to roll, and we'll actually take the break dynamic. So you can see we are near that straight line. It only broke 2.7 inches. Now if I bring that ball around, roughly a 15-footer coming across that 2% zone, let's see what happens to our break. You can see our break has grown now to almost 9 inches of break. And now if I come across this slope, which we talked about earlier, would be more like this, and putt it, you can see we've come all the way up to 16 inches of break. So once again, the closer we were able to keep it near that straight line, we were able to keep our break dynamics smaller, less break, and as we worked around the circle and went across different amounts of slope, you can see we added break. As we jump back into our 2-dimensional scans, I just want to reiterate the idea that not every player has the same high percentage putt. Some players like it right to left, some like it left to right. Some like coming up the slope, some like coming down the slope. High percentage putt is defined by the player. We encourage you to start statistically tracking, make percentages from different angles, slope values, and distances. If this is something you're currently not doing, we encourage you to go visit our friends over at mygameforge.com. They are by far the best training and performance platform in all of golf. This has been a Fuel production.